Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and a game between zhouxixi and Th000. Th000 choosing random here, as it will be an Undead versus Night Elf matchup. Here we have Th000 spawning as the purple Undead player on the what I'll call the 7 o'clock position. Meanwhile, over here, zhouxixi has spawned as the red Night Elf. Night Elf versus Undead in this 1v1 matchup taken from the WVW. Whatever that tournament stands for, well, thank you for releasing the replays, as it does give me the ability to cast a bit more. Now, people have been asking me, how can I get all of your videos so I can watch them offline? I don't know. I think I've actually probably uploaded... I think there's over 4,000 videos I've uploaded to YouTube. WarCraft 3 videos, probably somewhere in the realm of around 12 to 1,500. If you guys are still diligently watching me, thank you very, very much. Yes, I am probably the most consistent caster. Not the best, just most consistent, as I am getting better and better. It looks like the Death Knight, yes, the Death Knight will be trained up by the Undead. Meanwhile, it looks to be the Demon Hunter. So Demon Hunter versus Death Knight in this 1v1, as we are going into a bit of Ancient of War creeping. Now, I am curious as to what exactly the Undead player Th000 is going to try and do in this matchup. He could try and go for dual crypts and gargoyles, which is a very, very effective strategy, even though it does tend to fall apart next to archers. But with the help of a Rod of Necromancy, as long as your opponent is... well, as long as your micro is strong enough that opponent cannot detonate on more than one skeletal minion at a time, you usually come out ahead there. You can see that the archer is now pulling back. Ancient of War is in position to go ahead and tank this rock golem creep camp. So far, it looks as though there is a wisp now down over here. I don't believe we saw any troll shadow priest or anything else being hired, as the demon hunter is now making its way over. What is interesting about this particular opening is that it is very, very vulnerable to harassment. You can see that the ghoul is going to try and get the experience there, unable to do so, as you can now see the archer is taking a whole bunch of damage. That is a serious amount of damage right there, as the archer and the Death Knight... oh, are we going to see, yes, a kill on the archer? That is going to be a terrible loss for zhouxixi, as zhouxixi falls a little bit behind there. Skeletal minions, are they going to take out a second Ancient of War? Is a new Ancient of War being built? I don't believe so. Demon Hunter now needs to make his way over. He does have a little bit of an item advantage. There's that detonation that I was talking about, as the Death Knight now needs to be extremely careful. All right, it looks like, yes, an Ancient of War. What is that ghoul doing? The ghoul actually backed off to get within melee range, and that is actually going to hurt tremendously. All of a sudden, zhouxixi is now up a ghoul that was pretty much fed to him by Th000. Now more ghouls are being added. Are we going to get a surround? Yes, we are. And this is going to be very, very close. What is going to be happening here? Death Knight, is it going to try and slip away? Oh, yes, the skeletal minion. Beautiful micro there. zhouxixi uses a potion of healing in order to get that out, but a new ghoul takes its space. All right, this is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant micro here. This ghoul, oh, backs away. This is an amazing display of micro and concentration. The Demon Hunter, oh, gets the kill. Is he going to get taken down? Yes, he is still. The skeletal minion does kill a unit, but still not enough, as we see the Demon Hunter fall at the 3-minute 40-second mark. All right, ghouls now trying to finish off this Ogre Warrior creep camp. This one ghoul will be forced to back off. Level 2 on the Death Knight. Death Knight could easily get a death coil back off on that ghoul. His is now running for the hills, so to speak. Demon Hunter is now behind in experience, as Th000 is showing how good he is with another race. Brilliantly played there. Now, as we transition into the mid-game, we'll see what zhouxixi is going to do. He is a bit behind, as you can imagine, but he is not in an unrecoverable situation. If the Death Knight, however, gets a number of Moonwells here, this could go from bad to worse in just a moment. But if you do get attacked, the best time to get attacked is definitely nightfall, as those Moonwells are getting filled back up. Troll Trapper, Skeletal Minions, Ghouls now engaging. Troll Shadow Priest now coming in as well. So the zhouxixi getting a little bit of a lucky break there, able to actually pick up a Troll Shadow Priest. And now that Troll Shadow Priest gets healed back up again. All right, Ghoul now running for the hills once more. Troll Berserker going after that, going after the Troll Shadow Priest as the Archer now trying to heal up as well. And both those units look like it could fall. That Troll Shadow Priest wondering why he wasn't born a Night Elf right now, wanting to Shadow Meld as the Demon Hunter and the Troll Berserker are fighting it out. Oh, this is going to be extremely close. Oh, that Troll Berserker could get taken down. Yes, it does. And the Troll Shadow Priest is somehow still alive as the Death Knight, does not get the final blow. That Troll Shadow Priest is still trying to hide away and does not hide in the back fast enough. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter now chasing back down these ghouls. We are both sitting at level 2 heroes with the supply count at 25 against 28. With all of that said, it does seem like zhouxixi is a bit behind, but he did gain a bit of ground there. He was able to save an Archer. He was able to take down the Troll Shadow Priest. And he did get a bit more experience, and he also already has a Panda. Meanwhile, his opponent is currently still at Halls of the Dead. Tho is going to be extremely careful in this next fight, as Breath of Fire generally deals so much damage. As you can see there, that ghoul looked like he was for sure going to get away, only to get Breath of Fire down. Huff and puff and blow the ghoul down, so to speak, as the ghoul now down to 72 hit points and a bit of padding to save a second ghoul. All right, so far so good. Is that ghoul going to be able to hide all the way in the back? Yes, running up along that tree line as the Panda is sitting right here attempting to take down that graveyard. With no graveyard, that means only ghouls will be available, and that is going to hurt even more. What is going to happen next? Halls of the Dead is now up. Panda now running off to the north. Ghouls are trying to figure out where they can run and hide, but they really can't go anywhere, as it looks as though an Acolyte will get taken down. There goes one. More Acolytes will need to be trained. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is completely ignoring his own base. As you can see, the ghouls are now surrounding the Tree of Ages. Tree of Ages dealing a lot of damage back towards these units. You can see Wisp now making their way over to try and repair. Are we going to get enough repairing? That is a big question, as the ghouls are now trying to run back here. All right, this is a race to see who teleports first. As you can see, Archer after Archer now trying to get in some shots as well. All right, let's take a look at this. This Haunted Gold Mine taking a bit of damage. Meanwhile, the ghouls are dealing a lot of damage to the Tree of Ages. Tree of Ages now pretty much down to 0 Wisp in the Gold Mine. And we are still looking at a good fair bit of damage. All right, no base defense whatsoever, save for the tree that you are attacking, and that is attacking you. Skeletal minions now falling as the Death Knight realizes that he cannot survive this fight, is going to be forced to back off, and this is going to severely hurt. 21 over 40 supply. Panda still low on mana. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire? Yes, we do. And still, Acolytes are attempting to repair the gold mine still. All right, let's go ahead and continue to watch as this all unfolds. Still repairing here as Ghoul and, Breath of Fire gets another Acolyte there, as the Acolytes are still trying to run around. All right, Nerubian Tower and the Halls of the Dead Chill Tower still doing their things, as the Death Knight is now coming back with some ghouls, but this is still going to be pretty much a very painful battle. Panda sitting at level 1, almost level 2. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2, almost level 3. This could be extremely bad news for Tho here in just a moment, as he did not really estimate how strong the Ancient of War and the Tree of Ages was in defending his own base. All right, Panda now able to teleport all the way back home. However, the Moonwells are bone dry at this point, as we are attempting to get that Ancient of Wonders. All right, let's take a look at this. We have one Dryad. That slow poison may be enough, especially with no Crypt Fiends on the field. That is going to be a huge play here, as the Death Knight does not head over to the mercenary camp. We see the Troll Berserker was the only other piercing damage that could have been available, and with that now gone, that is all going to be changed. Do we have the Ancient of Lore here? Yes, the Ancient of Lore is off over here, getting Abolish Magic as well. And here we go, the Dryads now in play, and this is a beautiful comeback by zhouxixi. zhouxixi pretty much fighting his way back into the swing of things, and now has the bit of the upper hand with those Dryads, that tech advantage, and perhaps even a level advantage here in just a moment. Dryads just launching those spears, getting in a good bit of damage. And are we going to see, yes, level 3 on that Demon Hunter. A level 2 mana burn could be coming in for that Lich. That could be extremely bad news. Are we going to see mana burns coming in? We should be. Why aren't we seeing it yet? Yeah, there is that mana burn, and that Lich is now going to have to reconsider a new line of work, as Frost Novas are going to be difficult to come by. All right, here you go. Another abolished magic. The Halls of the Dead currently unable to attack back as it is upgrading the Black Citadel. Only the Nerubian Tower is any real piercing damage here. Frost Nova Death Coil onto the Panda. The Panda just says, you know what? I just took 2 hero abilities, but I'm still at half-life. I am good for now. Also, no more mana on the heroes, and this is going to continue to hurt. The Slaughterhouse is coming in significantly late, and Th000 is just in trouble. He is up against the ropes, kind of getting jabbed to death by zhouxixi with all of these spears so far. The piercing damage, the breath of fire, also Mud Golem coming in as well. The ghouls are now attempting to fight back here, but the Mud Golem can't really do anything except for actually getting taken out by a skeletal minion. All right. More Dryads, Ghouls now coming in. There goes another unit as a Crypt Fiend does make its way out onto the field. And this is exactly what I expected to happen. zhouxixi getting the upper hand just long enough in order to retreat after Crypt Fiends come out in order to disengage zhouxixi. zhouxixi with level 3, level 2 compared to level 2, level 1. A bit of, well, I wouldn't say a tech advantage any longer. He is getting bears though. There is an Ancient of War training up Druids of the Claw, so we are going to have rejuvenation, which is important. Also, Nightfall has come into play, so that is going to definitely sit in favor of the Night Elf player once more. Being able to regenerate more hit points at night, always a benefit there, as the Lich and the Death Knight sitting at level 1 and level 3. It is now up to the Panda and the Demon Hunter to figure out what exactly they want to do next. And it looks like they're going to be doing more creeping. A bit of a reprieve here on both sides, as the Demon Hunter now getting healed up. So far, both of them have shown their hands. They've shown what exactly they're trying to do. They know that Dryads and Bears are going to be in play. We saw Crypt Fiends and now Meat Wagons. Interesting choice here, a Meat Wagon in order to engage. Now, I have said this in the past, if you only had Meat Wagons, it would have been so much better. I now need to talk about the downside of Meat Wagons. The downside of Meat Wagons is that they are extremely, extremely fragile. Only 380 hit points. They have heavy armor, which surprisingly is the worst type of armor to have when you think about it. And because of their slower movement speed, they tend to get focused down rather quickly. And the Meat Wagons are going to be very effective against the Dryads, but the Bears, if they can get within melee range, can really tear apart a Meat Wagon in a matter of seconds, giving more experience to the Demon Hunter and the Panda. That's really what you have to be on the lookout there, as the Panda now gets up to level 3 with a Tome of Experience. Now, if it was me, I may have considered giving the Tome of Experience to the Demon Hunter, just because you are in creeping mode right now, and while you're creeping, the Tome of Experience, it gives a flat 100 experience, as opposed to being affected by what level you are. If you have ever wondered why experience tends to drop off later on, not only does it cost more experience per level, but the experience you earn per kill against creeps actually falls significantly. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and creep out this creep camp here, this 533 creep camp. Gonna go ahead and fall here in just a second, and as I look at these numbers, they actually look pretty decent. All right, 827, 750, 75 experience. Yeah, there was a bit of a drop off there in terms of overall experience, as we are now looking at the Ogre Magi doing a little bit of creeping as well. Death Knight sitting at level 4, Lich sitting at level 2. And what is going on here when the Demon Hunter is at 3 and the Panda is at 3? The Death Knight and the Undead army all of a sudden catching up and almost surpassing their opponents in terms of experience. Death Knight now has to be careful. Picks up a Scroll of Town Portal, and this Creepjack could be key. All right, engaging. There you go. We're going to have like about a 5-second window before the Crypt Fiends now rush on in. And this is just an absolute nightmare. zhouxixi being forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal. Lich gets to level 3. One Bear gets taken down. A Dryad gets taken down. And the Death Knight gets the bonus of clearing out a creep camp that really he wasn't even considering creeping. All right, Gem of Health. And now Th000 is back in the driver's seat. even though zhouxixi had a bit of an advantage, a bit of a lucky break there, but zhouxixi does have an expansion, and we'll see what comes of that. It looks like it will be a quick death at this expansion, as the Tree of Life now getting attacked by meat wagons. All right, the expansion has been scouted out, but I don't believe that zhouxixi really is all too concerned at this point. Let's take a look at this. Staff of Preservation, Rune Bracers, Boots of Quel'Thalas, a plus 20 attack on that Demon Hunter. That may be a big difference here. 50 damage per attack and poison damage over time. That is absolutely huge. And here we go. Wisp are now making their way over to try and repair. And there you have it. In comes the repair. All right, what are we going to be having? All right, there's a Breath of Fire attempting to take down the Destroyer. Destroyer is pretty much just too durable, as the Tree of Life stays alive at 90 some odd hit points. zhouxixi getting a little bit of a lucky break there, as this is pretty much on the opposite end of the map. Going to be very difficult for the Death Knight to get over there in a hurry to try and finish things up. Panda still sitting at level 3, wishing that he had an easy kill somewhere, just 4 experience shy from level 4. All right, level 4, not that big of a deal, just a little bit more hit points. Maybe a Drunken Haze or Drunken Brawler, so to speak, but not going to be that big of an issue. It's really the odd levels for heroes that really makes a big difference. All right, Dryad still unable to creep anything out. Let's see, down over here, you can see the Ogre Magi are there as well, and we are going to be looking at the Undead attempting to clear out this 10 o'clock position. So far, Th000 has been using a much better use of his time when not engaging against zhouxixi. zhouxixi seems to be walking around the map a little bit more, not taking clear objectives. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter and the Panda are now finally clearing out this creep camp, and perhaps it will work out because this is a higher level creep camp. All right, Demon Hunter now rushing all the way back. Staff of Preservation could go down on the Demon Hunter in order to fight back what is already a very dangerous situation. You can see Crypt Fiends, Meat Wagons, Obsidian Statues, one Moonwell now down, and losing a nearly full Moonwell hurts tremendously. All right, let's take a look. What is happening here? Yes, you can see that zhouxixi just crept the wrong part of the map. Now gonna buy perhaps a Scroll of Town Portal. What is he waiting on? I don't know. There he is, Scroll of Town Portal, and this is significantly delayed, finally teleporting back down. And all the units are going to be trying to run away. Oh, landing straight on a bunch of units. And this could have been really bad for Th000. Th000 now picks up a Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend low on hit points. Is it going to get taken down? It looks like one was taken down. The Crypt Fiends are still focusing on the Dryads. And everyone left and right has a whole bunch of very low hit point units. Dryads, Meat Wagons. Where is that Meat Wagon? The Meat Wagon trying to get some easy damage over here. Potion of Invulnerability on the Death Knight there, as we're looking at the heroes. Demon Hunter now trying to take down another hero here. Naga Sea Witch gets picked up. Goblin Zeppelin still very low on hit points. A Breath of Fire, something could happen as the Goblin Zeppelin does get taken down. Bears need to get rejuvenated, and zhouxixi dodges a bit of a bullet, not losing the majority of his bears, as his bears are all just going to rejuvenate back up to full life. Oh, what is this though? This could be bad news. Oh, Devour or Absorb Magic. The Demon Hunter needs to come back over and really go to town on all of these units here. What's going to be happening? Why isn't the Demon Hunter attacking? The Demon Hunter is the only thing that's standing in the way, as the bears are getting torn apart from the air. Dryads now finally making their way over. Dryads able to do a little bit of damage, but there is 3 destroyers there, as we are now looking at a bit of the counterattack. Crypt Fiends are now trying to run back as well. The Crypt Fiends are now getting torn apart by the bears. The bears are getting torn apart by the destroyers, and the destroyers are getting picked apart by the Dryads. Classic countering 101, as zhouxixi gets the level 2 Naga Sea Witch. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability just in time. Demon Hunter or Death Knight now trying to get away, and that is the GG. zhouxixi takes game 1 in an exciting game here on Twisted Meadows. I cannot believe some of the things I saw. That was a great game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was really good. I got to admit, the game didn't come that highly rated, and it really surprised me. Some really nice, crisp action. Perhaps I'm just a little bit more awake to really appreciate it. Got a good night's rest. Oh, wow. Maybe a good night's rest does make all the difference. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1 in this series. Definitely stay for game number 2.